Alright guys, my name is Little Chef. Welcome back to an episode of the Gonzaga series. Just got done putting the whooping to UNLV 52-17. Had a pretty good week for recruiting. I'm pretty sure we had some people visiting because we were playing at home. Same thing for San Diego State. I mean, unless we saved them until later on in the season, but I typically try to do them as early as possible. I don't quite remember what I did, but I'm fairly positive I had people visiting. I went ahead and updated my recruit list. Like I said, whenever I create the custom recruits, I keep a spreadsheet. For one, it helps me keep them organized based off player name, who I actually decide on, stuff like that, as well as all their information. And then once I create them, I delete all that information and then I put their overall, and then I'll break it down per season. So if they're red shirt, I'll put a freshman red shirt, sophomore red shirt, stuff like that, just so I can keep track of everybody, see what teams they're on, and everything like that. So I went ahead and updated my spreadsheet, went through my first year, the 2013, those people are actually playing. A lot of the ones from last year are red shirt, so I won't know until maybe next year if how much they improved. I mean, that's what I'm tracking, is how much they improve overall. Some of them gone up quite a bit, dude. Like, let me pull it up real quick over here. 2013, let's see. Craig Collins, strong safety for Colorado. He's now a 74 overall. CU Freeze for me is a 76. Matt Gonzalez for me is a 79. Braden Durham for Louisville, he's a 77 sophomore. He didn't get red shirt. He's a true sophomore. He's good to go. Quell Speed for Louisville. He is also he's a red shirt running back. Dude's 80 overall. I think he's like 3rd or 4th on the list. Michigan for Peyton Daly. He's an 80 overall, and he's like 6th or 7th on the list. He's way down the list as an 80, which is crazy. Afghanistan Banana Man, 75 overall for Texas. And he probably won't play. They have a true sophomore as an 80 already, or 79, so he's way above him as far as talent level. I can't say his name. It's Kwadwo Chimpong. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. He was at UCLA. He actually transferred to Virginia. He's in the process of transferring. He's a 77 overall sophomore. And then Peter Hitch, that we know and love from Washington State, is 74 overall. So it's pretty cool to track everybody and see where they're at. We did have some people visiting. Benjamin, Carlos, and then we're in a recruiting battle with a lot of other schools for everybody else, man. Nobody really wanted them except for us, but apparently now they do. So we definitely have our work cut out for us for the custom recruits, but we've also found some really good generic recruits where we actually can level up our offensive coordinator. We're going to go ahead and do that first so I don't forget. That's just, I happen to see it now, and that's what we're going to do: spectacular catch or break tackle. I think I want to do one of this. We don't really have a problem catching the ball. We don't really have a problem throwing the ball a whole lot, but the ability to be shifty, to break tackles and stuff like that, I think that's huge as far as that. And then we'll probably go to the catch and then throw after that. But we need to be able to break some tackles. Be a little elusive, man. Could you imagine if George was a little bit more shifty? You know what I mean? He's a big old bruiser back that's going to run you over. And now we're just adding to that stat of him being able to run you over. So recruiting, we had about 600 points, but we 550. I think that might have been just all scholarships and stuff. I don't think we lost anybody. It didn't show we lost anybody at the very least. Maybe I didn't put enough on Josh here. No, you're not even ready for a visit. He's not even ready for a visit, man. Come on, dude. We were pulling away 470 points a week. That's all of our points plus our bonus. So we could technically take off all of our points. We got a 2,300 point lead. So we could take off the points there. No big deal. Benji had a pretty good visit. I mean, Texas is kind of going after him, but not really. So I'm kind of worried about Texas coming in later on. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put the other 300 points on him just because I'd rather be safe than sorry. We knocked Maryland out of the lead for Josh Bradley, but it's not looking good, man. Week 12 is going to be a huge week for them. They have the bonus on us, so we more than likely won't get him. Syracuse, even with our visit, went up 900 points, so we're probably not going to get Jake either. Jamarian, we're looking pretty good, man. As long as we can keep putting points away and they keep jumping up in front, we'll be all right. But Arizona's got to visit week 13, and we need them to lose another like 300 points for us to even have a shot at them. Isaiah Bate or Batty, I'm going to say Bate because that sounds cool. Or maybe it is Batty. Batty. I'm going to say Bate. He's looking pretty good, but BYU has a visit this week. They have the bonus. Probably won't get, or he had a visit last week. That was week 6. This is week 5. That's when I had the visit. So he jumped up quite a bit, but not quite enough. But we're going to definitely be fighting for him. Carlos Gonzalez, looking pretty good. We got the bonus. We got the points. We're pulling away. We just got to stay active until week 14. Same thing with Flaxen Waxen. Everybody else just looking better than us. Anthony Pope, one of the guys we did find later on. Nobody was going after him. Same thing with Scott Brooks. Nobody was going after. We have a chance to beat Old Dominion for Jeremy Bell. That's cool. Oh, And something I didn't even notice. Was it this one or was it the other one? Was it this one? Mark. Yeah. When you guys was like, that dude's name is Mark. I was like, I totally didn't even notice that. Dude's name's Mark. What the heck? Come on, game. I know it's auto-generated, but can you really not auto-generate better than Mark? Wow, dude, that's messed up. Somebody did that. Jason Saunders or Andrews. Wow. We're pretty much got him locked up. Just got to secure the deal there. Sam Whitelock looking pretty good. I mean, Georgia's got us there on Mark, but we'll keep him on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and kick him off. Georgia's got the bonus. They're going after him a little bit harder than we are. So no point in wasting our time. And then down to the custom recruits. Looks like old Lewis here, Jelani, is going to go Tennessee. I mean, that's pretty much a guarantee. He's 99% locked. We're the closest one, and we're not even close. So need to go ahead and mark him down for Tennessee. Luke looking like Oregon. Very possible. I don't think anybody will even get to a visit before he commits. Frederick Trent looking like Marshall. Wow, Marshall jumps way, or Ohio, Miami of Ohio. Really? You want to go there? I guess he wants to stay close to home. I mean, you got Miami University, Charlotte, and then Minnesota. I mean, you got one Power 5 school there. Everybody else a Group of 5, and that's all on the MAC except for Charlotte. So it's definitely a big issue for him. Clyde Johnson looking like he's going to go to Nevada. He wants to compete against us. He doesn't want to play with us. He wants to compete against us. But I mean, Utah might jump up there and take him. Plus R2 that we do already have. So I think we're going to go ahead and put points on, was it Jeremy? I think he's going to be a nice little fit for us. I mean, Waller, he looks like he could be pretty decent at the running back position. He's pretty shifty. He's got some speed on him, which is always nice. But nobody's really pushing hard for him yet compared to somebody like, I think Jeremy, they're pushing a little bit harder. But we could always improve defense. I think we can knock out Old Dominion. I think we got the skills for that. But as of, actually, you know what? I'm going to put the extra points on these two guys because these guys are going to be huge for us. 78 corner and a 78 corner that the computer doesn't want. I mean, their average size, very freaking fast, dude. Great coverage. I don't know why I wouldn't put the points on them. So I think that's the smarter decision to help improve our secondary. 78 true freshmen coming in. That's freaking hard to beat. That's downright hard to beat, man. You don't get too many opportunities like that for one recruit, let alone two recruits that the computer's not even going after. So we definitely want that. Number 18 in the nation. I had to go back and see what that was. Top 25. Boom. Let's see who loses and who doesn't. Clemson ends up losing to Georgia Tech, number 1. Number 4, 5. Right. Number 1, 4, 5, 7. Number 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. All lost. Wow. And so all undefeated teams up in the top now. No, 5-1. They just got leapfrogs. So never mind. 1 lost. And then 7 lost. All right. And then we just jumped up because we're good. I mean, K-State's probably going to leapfrog us because we have the 1 loss. Same thing with Cal. It's the reason why they're in front of us. But TCU lost. Miami lost. It looks good for us overall. But the fact that we have the 1 loss definitely hurts. I mean, 83 across the board is not bad by any means. You can't be mad at that for the type of caliber teams that we played to start the year compared to what we got the rest of the year. We shouldn't really have any issues. If we do, I won't be surprised, man. But I mean, that UNLV game started off a little bit rougher than I wanted. We just pulled away at the end. Nobody up for the Heisman anymore. With George out for the 2 games that he was out, it impacted him way too much. And we need to be able to get to the fact that we can run the ball a little bit more to help get him back up for the Heisman. Championship contenders 18, 43, 25, 21. And I say it every time, we'll be above a 43. no doubt about that. We're going to be above a 43, especially if we can get some of these other recruits. Like there's no reason why we shouldn't be. If we don't, I won't be surprised. Players of the week, just because we're about 5-6 weeks in. Let's see if we actually have made it any week in the actual NCAA, and then we'll go look for our conference, which we should have won at least one, which we have not won it yet. Holy crap! For any week in the NCAA, and it's not looking good for. Wow, dude, seriously? There we go. Homie had a pretty good game against Tennessee. 263 yards, 5 total touchdowns. Yeah, and then last week, Mendoza, 13 tackles, 2 sacks. He actually had a good week there. So we got to watch out for their running game, at least in San Diego State. Looking at that, dude had 219 yards and 4 touchdowns. So they're going to run the ball a lot, which is good because we like to stop the run. But that's going to be here in a little bit, man. We're moving along real good. I don't think we have anybody injured, but we'll check it just in case. Steele was injured, out for two more weeks. my freshman running back, 83. He's gonna be missed, that's for sure, because he's a nice bounce back for George. I mean, you go George power back to Steele speed shifty back, makes a huge difference. I mean, Smith is already improving on the bench compared to Wynn, but it's just, I don't know, man. I like to stick with what I know, even though Smith is way better. I like to stick with what I know. Halfback wise, Steele's are injured, and Williams comes in. He's like a mini George, just not quite as strong. About the same overall. So it's not too much of a contest there, but we definitely need to check out our return man. It looks like Green's going to be a return man from here on out until Steele comes back, but I think Green might have even won that award last year. Did he win that last year? He might have. I guess I can't see that. Punt returns 2015, maybe not. I mean, he's already got a touchdown in 2015. That's pretty stout, dude. Whenever your backup's got returns for touchdowns, then you know you're not really worried about your main returning the football. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, put the next guy back there. He's gonna take it to the house. We'll be set. And it's already this year, so I mean that's pretty stout. But we got a huge game for us coming up. Even though they're 2-2, they look like they're pretty good. And we'll have to wait until a couple of hours to see how that game turns out. That's gonna be it for this episode. If you guys are new, be sure to subscribe. If you like the video, be sure to leave a like. My name is Little Chef, and I'll see y'all next time.